So, if you want to change your external experience, you have to understand that the way that you're perceiving things actually is not real. It's not the way that things are actually happening, which means your ability to change something has a direct correlation with how you are perceiving it. And the way that you change your external circumstances is through your internal representation. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Ebony. I'm a human design reader expert and coach. And today we're going to be talking about changing your external reality. So it's really important for us to understand what is happening when we are going through life and our experience, specifically our experience as it pertains to things like money. So when we experience something, right, when we experience an event, it comes into our five senses, right? Our eyes, our ears, our mouth, our sense of touch, all of these things. We are experiencing so much information at every single moment. It's not, our conscious minds are not able to synthesize all of the information that's coming in. We are experiencing around 2 million to I think 300 billion exabytes of information per second. And our conscious mind cannot handle it all. So what it will do is generalize things and distort things and filter things. So it's filtering all of this information that we're receiving from our 5+ senses, and it's whittling it down to about 134 bits of information. So think about that for a second. Let's say 2 billion, right? We're experiencing 2 billion bits of information, and our brains are filtering that to 134 bits of information. That means there is over 1 billion bits of information that we're not actually seeing. So how can we say that something is exactly one way if we're missing 98.999% of what's actually happening? We can't, right? So now let's talk about how our conscious mind is generalizing and distorting this information. It's doing it based on our internal representation. What is our internal representation? It's our thoughts, it's our memories, it's our beliefs, it's our programming, it's our attitudes, right? Our values. Our mind is filtering out what we perceive based on programming, which means you could be physically seeing something, and because your internal representation is skewed a certain way, you could just completely not even see that thing, even though it's sitting or standing right in front of you, right? So if you are experiencing not having the money that you want, why are you experiencing that? What in your internal representation is filtering out everything but that experience? If you want to change that external experience, that's what you need to tackle. You need to tackle the internal representation that is causing your conscious mind to filter the information so that what you're seeing is an experience that you don't want. So let's back up a little bit. Our conscious mind is filtering, distorting, generalizing. What's then happening to our emotions? Our emotions are based on that internal representation as well. So not only are we perceiving things a certain way based on our internal representation, we are also feeling a specific way about what we're perceiving based on our internal representation. What do our emotions drive? Our behaviors. So now, just to recap all of this, the way that we perceive our external environment, the actions that we take in that external environment, and our emotions that are driving that behavior are all being fueled by our internal representation. Our internal representation and our physiology come together to create our state of being, right? So if we want to change the external event, if we want to change our behavior, if we want to change our emotion, which in turn will change our behavior, we have to change our internal representation first. This means changing our thoughts, changing our beliefs, changing our values, changing our attitude. Because the internal representation is the one running the show. It's the one determining what we are perceiving, how we are perceiving it, and how we feel about it, and what we do about it. So, when it comes to busting your money blocks, because that's what I'm here to do, is help you bust your money blocks. We need to figure out what in your internal representation is causing you to experience this. What in your internal representation is causing you to feel this way? What in your internal representation is causing you to behave this way? Because when you change that, you then change everything else. You change your perception, you change your emotions, and you change your behaviors when you shift your internal representation. And that is what I am here to help you do. So if you're interested in busting your money blocks, I will go ahead and leave all of the information in a video and a card, or you can click any of the links down below to either message me on Instagram, message me on Telegram, or check out the sales page. And I would love to work with you on helping you to experience the financial reality that you truly desire and deserve. So with that being said, I will see you in the next video.